Now, here's your Pinpoint weather forecast with meteorologist Henry Gronk.
Well, we are now halfway through the work week and still enjoying that nice, dry, even warm weather throughout the Mid-Ohio Valley. So probably a good idea to still get outside and enjoy it. Even here in Marietta, probably walk along the Ohio River right now, bask in that nice fall air. Wish we could have a little bit more sunshine, but for now, not too bad. Still mild out there with temperatures in the upper 60s. But one thing we'll have to start mentioning as we get through late fall is going to be those leaves on the ground and the dry air. Dew points in the low 40s, bringing the relative humidity up around 39%. And because it's so dry across the Mid-Ohio Valley, that's actually bringing up a elevated fire danger over the next couple of days. We're still going to be on the dry side. And of course, with those dry leaves, that equals fuel for those fires. Now, that is the main reason why we have those statewide burn bans in place throughout the fall months. But it's just another reminder to be careful if you are planning anything that does create sparks or even some small flames. But luckily, the wind's not going to be a huge issue today. At most, they'll peak up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour and then settle down overnight tonight. So moving past that, still talking about those leaves, if you are planning on raking up any, still second half of the week, not too bad to get some of that done. The ground is still nice and dry, so you won't have any issues with raking those leaves. And winds only between 5 to 10 miles per hour all the way through Friday. Now, radar still staying quiet. We have seen those showers up along I-70 moving off towards the east, but of course, across the region, we're still on the dry side with some breaks in that cloud cover. Any rain that does try to get close to the Mid-Ohio Valley just hasn't been able to hold together because of that dry air around this area of high pressure. But of course, we are tracking this frontal boundary off towards the west that will slowly start to drift towards the Mid-Ohio Valley. But we'll talk about that when we get into the weekend. Today, still another sunny day. We'll bring those temperatures back up into the 70s. And looking ahead over the next 48 hours, the cloud cover is still not really going to be on our side. Even Thursday, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, so a little bit less sun as we start to close out the week. But Friday, hey, we'll clear out and enjoy plenty of sunshine before those evening football games take place. Not worry about any rain affecting that at all. Tonight we'll drop down to around 49 degrees, looking at partly cloudy skies. And we'll still hold on to the 70s, even upper 70s going into Friday. So close to hitting that 80-degree mark. So we'll see if that is possible. But after that, tracking a cold air mass to follow behind that rain on Monday. We'll drop those temperatures for Halloween to what I think Alexa would say is a scary 48 degrees.
I will say that is a scary 48 degrees. And you know what, Henry? Whenever I was young, I think the worst part about trick-or-treating was if I had to cover up my costume. I thought that was the worst thing.
Yeah. So I know that some trick-or-treating is going to be taking place on Saturday. Not bad.
Right.
Probably have to watch out for an isolated shower or two, but you'll have to bundle up for Tuesday if you're trick-or-treating that day.
I know. I'm sure some kids will be sad, but better to be warm than to be cold.
Cold and then getting sick the next day. That is not fun.
I know. Unless you got to stay home and eat all your candy.
Maybe. I wouldn't do that.
You never know. You never know. Well, thank you, Henry. And coming up after